Hi, welcome to the Natural Balance Masterclass. Today is December 18th. It's a new day. We're here in this moment experiencing the gift of the now, the present, the the love that's always available right here, right now. And this is the Natural Balance Masterclass. And what Natural Balance is committed to is to your uh, balance and cooperation. The way of being within you, that's a way of being of balance and cooperation, is what natural balance is committed to. And um, with natural balance, we assist people like conscious creators, like cultivate that balance and cooperation within them. And how we do that is we use organic food, organic music, and medicine. And we bring this into our body, into our experience. And we do this to cultivate that balance and cooperation. And then as that balance and cooperation gets cultivated inside of us, what happens is that because it's now inside of us and because we've cultivated it and nurtured it and watered it and like really taking care of this balance and cooperation, the external now begins to reflect the internal cultivation that we've done. And what's reflected is balance. What's reflected is cooperation. So that's what natural balance's vision is. And additionally, we assist people in healing themselves. And natural balance is not a healer, and you're the healer. And what natural balance is the vessel, the channel to for that healing to be facilitated through. And what natural balance considers a healed person is a person who's experiencing oneness most of the time. And experiencing it is seeing it, but we can see without our eyes. So potentially, it may be seeing it in a vision, um, and this vision can be experienced eyes open. So seeing it first of all, and seeing does not say we're using the eyes. That's just an aspect of seeing. Um, and then second of all, feeling the emotion that goes along with oneness, feeling the infinite love, feeling the connection, um, feeling the first of all the connection to all things, which is the infinite connection, and then second of all feeling the love emanating from you for all those things that you're connected to. So experiencing it is seeing and feeling. And I think there's more to experiencing it, but those are some aspects that I'm speaking to right now. So I have some inquiries here that I choose to dive into, and these are inquiries that stemmed from the conversation today, during the day, and the conversation, it's been all over the place, yes, and there's like a general flavor that ran through the all over the place conversation, and that flavor was being on purpose, and then what is the purpose that you're on? Is it ego purpose or is it soul purpose? And then being on purpose, yes, now being on purpose, um, like being committed to that purpose, having a commitment, and then from that commitment, that from that commitment within us is produced a knowing. Here, there's a knowing that is aligned with the heart and the mind. So there's heart-brain coherency happening with the knowing. And then with that knowing, we know what everything to say yes to get us to our commitment. If something is like moving us away from the thing that we're committed to, then we say no to that, and we say yes to our commitment. So this general theme that's been showing up in conversation today, this thread that's run through all of them, is this purpose, and what goes with purpose, the yes, like knowing what the yes is, and then once I know what that yes is, I also know what my no is. Like, I know what my no is. And my no, like the opposite of yes, my no is me saying yes to my commitment. So when I say no to something, what I'm saying no to is atrophy. What I'm saying no to is regression. Uh, what I'm saying no to is patterns, belief systems, and actions that are taking me away from my commitment and my sole purpose. And then as I say no to these things, each time I say no, simultaneously, instantaneously, at the same time, I'm saying yes. And I'm saying yes to my purpose. I'm saying yes to alignment. I'm saying yes to congruency. I'm saying yes to my spoken word. I'm saying yes to connection. I'm saying yes to love. I'm saying yes to my life path when I say no to what doesn't serve me. And I say yes to what does serve me. So, an inquiry, a question I have for me, I'm going to answer this, and this question is for you. And when in the experience of oneness, the me and the you are illusionary. And when you're in the experience of being a me or a you, and you identify with that, then it seems like real as can be. But even in the experiencing the me and the you as being real, there's still illusionary. We only perceive it as being real. And so what I'm asking is for one, and it's for the one in me, and then I step into it again. It's for the one here, and it's for the one there. Uh, the question is, when are the times in your life where you don't know what to do? I'll say it again. When are the times in your life when you don't know what to do? In this vessel, comprehending with this brain what's going on in the experience inside and outside of my body, what I recognize is that the times in life where I don't know what to do are the times when I'm trying to control things. Um, and um, actually, when I'm trying to control things, I do know what to do. So I just recognize something. So the times in my life when I don't know what to do are the times in my life when my ego is surrendered. Um, it's the times in my life when I no longer So essentially, when I surrender my brain, when I surrender my thoughts to God, at that exact moment, I don't know what to do. And the times in my life when I don't know what to do have been the times of some of the greatest expansive perception, expectation shattering, reality shifting, um, positive, transformational, altering moments that I've ever experienced in my life has been the times when I don't know what to do. When I don't know what to do, um, I'm not trying to control everything. When I don't know what to do, I'm like in a surrendered space, and from this surrendered space, I'm in a space where authenticity can thrive. I'm in a space where love is present. I'm in a space of peace. Um, when I don't know what to do and I don't think that I need to know what to do, that's peace. When I don't know what to do and I think I need to know what to do, then that's hell. That's like striving for something. That's like what I'm thinking, like the opposite of patience. It would be like impatience. When you don't know what to do and you think you need to know what to do, that's impatience. And when you don't know what to do and you are aware that you don't need to know what to do, that's peace. And uh, peace is a space of not knowing and being like grounded in that. Like, hey, I don't know. Wow, I don't know. And because I don't know, I'm in love, I'm in peace. This not knowing is um, you can only not know once you like know your purpose and you know your who's and who you are. Before you know who's and who you are, before you know your purpose, um, then the not knowing is detrimental because it's ignorance, and we need to get to like to some degree of knowledge, of understanding, of a discernment of reality, a discernment of truth, um, to to actually know um, that we don't know. Because when we think we know and we relate to our opinion as the truth, that's arrogance. But when we've learned so much and we have this realization that we're never going to learn all of it, and that even the extent we've learned is so tiny and it's so minute in the grand scheme of things, when we recognize this, then we can let go of all the knowledge, the intellectual books, the things that we've programmed into our brain. We can let go of that. And then we let go of all this knowledge and we step into not knowing. And this space of not knowing is where God is present, is where God can flow through us. It's a space where we're congruent. It's where our thoughts match our emotions, and that those thoughts and emotions match our actions. And that, I think, is only possible when you don't know. So, not knowing is surrender. So now for my second question, what are the times in your life where you do know what to do? So the times in my life when I do know what to do are the times in my life when I'm in my ego. It's the times in my life where I'd be like totally in my head, imagining the future and like moving the pieces so that the future lines up with the way that I see it. The times in my life where I know what to do are the times in my life where I'm actively navigating reality to control and manipulate reality, communications, situations, people. When I do, when I when I do know what to do, um, it's coming from a place of control and manipulation, and knowing what to do. Knowing what to do is a space of like needing to go. It's a space of I wouldn't so much call it impatience as much as I would call it like unease and like a restlessness. When you know what to do, there's like this restlessness that doesn't go away until you think it doesn't go away until you do it. But when you know what to do and you do what you know, then what happens after you do what you know is that you're still restless because you've only done what you know based off of like your ego and your mind construct. So when you don't know what to do and and then you take an action from not knowing, uh, that is like a peaceful space, and the peace is there in the not knowing, and then the action happens, and the peace is there during the action happening, and then the action is complete. You've done the thing, not knowing what you were gonna do, and the peace is still present after you've done the thing. What so that's not knowing. And when I like know what to do, typically, it's coming from the ego, and when I know what to do, it's coming from a place of um, like this control and manipulation. So then, I'm feeling restless when I know what to do. The way that I feel is that I feel restless before taking the action. Um, when I know what to do, I feel restless during the action, and then after I've done what I've known to do, um, the restlessness is still there after the doing. So then the question arises, well, like I just did what I know, but I still don't feel like peaceful, and there's still this umption in me, this restlessness to need to go to do something. Um, but actually, I don't need to do something like um, I just need to. I don't need to, but if I would like to experience peace, how I would do that is surrender my need to know, let that go, and step into not knowing, step into living in the question, to being in an inquiry, and then from that space, possibly I'll receive guidance and direction and insight onto my soul's path, and additionally, an element of congruency that was not there when I actually did know what to do. But now that I don't know what to do, this element of congruency is actually it's present, and it can be channeled through. And in the not knowing, it can be channeled through because of it can be channeled through in the not knowing because the brain, the ego, the mind steps out of the way, and in the not knowing, the God can just like flow through, and it God can flow through in communication, but God can also flow through in presence. God can flow through in listening. God can flow through in being rooted. And so when we don't know what to do, we surrender our ego, we surrender our brain, our thoughts, our actions, and then we step into not knowing what to do. And then from this space, we're in love, we're in peace, we're connected, and in not knowing, we experience freedom that we were always striving for in the knowing, but we weren't able to access until we let go of the knowing and stepped into the not knowing, which then increases your vibration because not knowing is a high frequency, but also knowing from a discernment of reality is an even higher frequency. So we can know with our brain based on things that we've read and information brought in, but then we can also know from our heart and use this heart knowing to literally discern reality, to be like, hey, this is the truth, this is the way it is, and because that it is this way, uh, then I now know, and there's no question in me, like there's just, this is reality. And from that space, that's a high frequency. And I bring this up about the high frequency because